Okay, so we're gonna do a really quick push to Emerald. So if your goal is pushing for Emerald, or if you have a coach pushing to Emerald, this will be helpful information. So hold on, let me figure out how to use this. I just want to go to the next slide. There we go. Wait, yeah. All right, so you guys know this. To hit Emerald, you need two coaches, one on your left, one on your right. So why sign a controlled biz center? And I know this can be a touchy subject because some people truly do not have, Angie, love you, do not have that option of having, whether it be a spouse, significant other, or a family member. But if you do, there is so much potential for that. So in order to get to Diamond, you need to have 4 coaches on each leg, and one of them on each leg needs to be Emerald. So the benefit of, having a controlled business center is this one could be your first personally sponsored coach, and then every coach in your downline after that is going to be adding volume to them so that what they are going to end up cycling more. I mean, Matt's account earns me hundreds of dollars every week without doing anything, just because I signed him up, in the beginning. So it's also important to know that there's just, and I mean, I didn't know what I was doing with volume at all. So when I say it's probably about 500 a week for Matt. And when I say that, there's so many other coaches that know what they're doing with volume, and their spouse account is making them thousands every week. So don't be like April and learn what volume is. I actually have an entire training playlist on my YouTube that's called Volume and Cycle, and you can go there, and there's on my YouTube, so just search April McDonald, and there's so many calls and things that I have favorited, not me, because you guys know I'm not the best at it, but I found people that are really great at talking about it to kind of break it down and make it simplified for you. So one thing I really want to talk about really quickly is when you are putting people, so say your left leg is, it looks like on this account, their right leg is their strong leg, because there's the personally sponsored and there's not, and then there's not. So say this right leg is your strong leg, because this person that's not a personally sponsored coach is from somebody in your upline adding it there. So the important thing would be, okay, this personally sponsored coach over here is the account that you can control on your weak leg. So every single person that you put on underneath I don't actually like this drawing because they're over here, over here, over here. I would put every single person sponsored by you, but graphically on the weak leg of this spouse account. Does that make sense? Okay. So what you will do is you go to your Coach Online office, and you go to you go to downline, monitor my business, and then you go to, I think it's, graphical genealogy, and you can actually pick. So Liz, what's your husband's name?
Will.
Okay, so I'm just going to use you as an example because when I try to say things, it doesn't work out so well. So I'm going to use, hey, Will. He looked over. Is he over there? Okay.
Yeah, he thought I was talking to him.
Okay, so you have Will sign. So every single coach, so say this is Will. So every single coach that you sign on your weak leg after that is, you're going to go to your graphical genealogy, and you're going to pick this weak leg over here. There's a little outline of it, and you're going to pick that. You have to make sure you're signed into your account, not his. You're going to pick that, and every single person is going to be growing your weak leg, which is over here, and his weak leg, so that you're both going to cycle more. And I mean, some people are like, well, that's a dead inside leg. Well, if every single coach you put over here is, I know, I love you, Angie. Angie is on a dead inside leg, but you know what Lindsay Matway is too, and I just found out she's making 6 figures a week. So we're not going to use that as an excuse, but this is a great strategy. So, so as other people are being added to this leg, they're consistently going to be adding people too. So it will not just be a dead leg, because every single person you're going to put here, and as they add people, it will still be helping. And honestly, there are some people that, like I said, have that dead leg, and that was Lindsay Matway. Lindsay Matway literally just called in and like signed up, and she got under like someone random that didn't work the business and then quit, and she was on like a dead inside leg, and the girl makes $5 million a year. So it's fine. Emerald again is, so Ruby is 2 coaches. Oh my gosh, let me make sure I'm saying this right. 2 coaches on each leg with 1 emerald. On each leg. Yes, 2 coaches on each leg and 1 emerald on each. So basically, usually,
3.
Yeah. Oh, 3 total.
3 on each leg. 2 regular and 1 emerald. Is that right?
I thought it was.
And then diamond is 4 total.
Nobody ever hits ruby, so I don't know what it is. But I think it's 3 coaches total on each leg, and 1 are emerald. You're usually waiting on that second emerald, which is why people usually skip over ruby. I'll double check. I'm probably telling you.
I think, isn't it Ruby just 2 emerald coaches? And then when you go next, diamond, isn't it just that you have other coaches too?
No, diamond is 4 on each leg and 1 emerald on each leg. I just am determining if it's 3 total coaches and 1 each leg is ruby. Somebody go on FAQ and help a sister out.
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay. Think 4 coaches and 2. I wanted to say it was 2 on each side and 1 of each are emerald on each leg.
You have to have 4 coaches, 2 emeralds.
4 coaches total, so 2 on each leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Greg. 2 coaches on each leg, 1 of each, so 1 on each leg is emerald. So that's super doable. But like I said, a lot of times you're waiting on that second emerald, and so you usually skip over ruby and go to diamond. Okay, but I love that idea. I love the idea of just saying, let me hit emerald every month or even every week, because I mean, honestly, if you are talking to somebody, what's happening? Oh, Justin's making stories about Greg.
Greg took a little cat nap.
Greg was sleepy. But yeah, so just it's important to kind of have a goal, because like I don't want you to be like, oh, I hit emerald, I've arrived, like, or oh, I've hit diamond, I've arrived. Just hitting emerald and just hitting diamond, it unlocks the compensation plan, but it's not like, oh, I'm rolling in the dough now. So continuing to grow your tribe is when that's going to happen, because I don't talk about this enough, but in 2015 and 2016, guys, I signed 10 coaches a month every month. And that is why I had such a huge jump in my income. And I'm like a full disclosure kind of person. So the first, well, I am, but I don't know the numbers. So, but basically like the first like year straight, I was really working Beachbody a full year was like 30,000 or something, which is awesome, because between 20 or 30, because I was working full time and I was making $30,000 in my full time job with a master's degree. And then the next year it jumped up to like 80. So, and that was me in that consistent adding 10 coaches a month. And I don't ever love to promise anything. Disclaimer: Beachbody is not guarantee anything. But this was me working my butt off. So, know that adding coaches and talking about the type of quality coaches you want makes a difference too. Like discount coaches are great, and asking anybody that's signing on as a challenger to just sign on as a coach regardless is great. I posted a script today that was helpful in the team page about how, I think that was Ashley Molstead. She was like, I just basically say, which way do you want to sign up? Once they're already doing it, just see if they want to sign up as a coach. It's going to help you in the long run. But also like on your stories and things, like talking about what kind of coaches you're looking for, and talking about that you're looking for go-getters and things like that, because those are the people that are going to make it work. So why hit emerald? You can start team cycling right off the bat. You can start, and it's $14 a cycle for emerald. It's a stepping stone to hitting diamond. You're building your team. I say once you hit emerald, it's a great idea to kind of start thinking about what your team name should be, and start thinking about like putting a team page together. And I don't want you to feel like you have to create anything or do anything on your own, because I am happy to do that for you in the beginning. But it's also great to spread your wings and feel like you are a leader, because you guys are all capable of doing it. Like I've told you a million times, guys, if I could do this business, well, like anybody can. So just know that you are a leader. Free customer leads. Once you hit Emerald and then you have Success Club free customer leads. And I have customer leads that order every single month. I have one woman that orders 2 bags of Shakeology every month, never answers an email, never answers my text messages, never goes for this the discount coaching, even though she would save, what, $30, $50 a month. And she's just ordering every month. So that's like literally, you know, money in my bank every month from free leads. And then credibility. And then also, you know, your upline's going to make a post about you. We're going to celebrate you. I send gifts to my emeralds. You always get a tripod. So once you hit Emerald, you'll get a tripod from me.
So don't let your coach get you a tripod.
What'd you say?
So don't let your coach get you a
Yeah.
tripod also.
Tori, I didn't talk to Tori is like my coach Mullins, but I've been talking to her so much that I'm like, she needs a gift from me. So she got a gift from Mullins. She got a tripod from her sister. They're both Mullins. It's a little confusing. Her sister and me.
All the tripods.
The tripods. Mine's actually died. Mine's like a year old and I need to get a new one. Okay, so let's start right now. All right, right now, I don't care if you're Emerald, you are not excluded from this. Right now, you're going to write down 3 options. Oh, wait, just kidding. This one you may be excluded from this because you may already have one. The next slide, you're not, though. Write down 3 options as a controlled biz center. Angie is still thinking on that one. I love you so much. So, but that's what I like to tell people is that, like, 3 options. So, Tori has her mom signed up, you know, like thinking about outside of the box as well. And especially if I don't want you to feel like you need to be paying extra for this business. So it's also great to kind of talk to family members. Maybe you have a cousin or, you know, a mom or something that's interested in Shakeology anyways. I just realized you guys can't see these slides. I'm not being very nice. I apologize. All right,
I don't know. I'm considering like just signing up my mom and telling her I'm going to do it because I'm ordering Performance Line like basically HD every month anyway. So I might as well just have a second business center.
Girl, yes. Just tell mama you doing it. Yes. Okay, we're recorded right now, but yeah, I mean, make sure she knows that she's a beach buddy.
We'll work the business together.
Yes. Keep compliance happy.
She's her spouse again.
What?
Her son's face is like right in the camera.
Oh, Jennifer, we're enjoying your son. Okay, so this is for everyone right now. Make a list of 15 people you love that you want to join you. And this includes those people that scare you, that you might think you're crazy for asking them. This includes them because the worst thing that's going to happen is they aren't going to join you and they're not on your team right now anyways. So who cares? Kendra Hall was an amazing speaker at Leadership, and she says she's a professional storyteller. And she at one time was talking about something like, it sounded like she was a coach or something, and she was like, you know, I had this girl and I was so nervous to talk to her about it, and I just kept putting it off, and I knew she would be great, and I just kept putting it off. And by the time I finally grew a pair to talk to her, she was like, oh my gosh, that's so great because I just joined this week. You should join my team. And like, she was like so upset that she went months not asking her about it because she was too nervous. And then she signed up under somebody else. And she's like, and she did very well for her upline. And you could tell she was a little bitter about it. But it's so true. Like, if you don't ask them, like, somebody else is going to. So make a list of 15 before you go to bed tonight and work on that this week. Or just knock them all out tomorrow. Number 3, go to your calendar and write your Emerald goal date. And if you are Emerald, I want you to write your Diamond goal date and know how many coaches you need to get there and who your workers are that you're going to help hit Emerald. Your spouse account, you can help. You can work on that for Emerald. But who is that other person that you're going to help? And you're going to pour into those people that are, and that's where that poll comes into that we watch. Those are the people that you're going to pour into. Oh, and I had another slide that was basically like the end, but this is the end. So that's really all it is. I feel like we just overcomplicate Emerald. It's seriously super simple. Every time you're asking somebody to sign on as a challenge pack anyways, ask them about that. And just talk to the more people you talk to, it's a numbers game. So the more people you talk to, the more people, and talk up what's important to you. If community is your favorite part, I know that Jess and Liz have made a bunch of posts about that, about how they're just so glad they signed up. So many people just lack. Oh, is it kicking?
Don't mind Justin.
Justin's belly is moving. The alien. She was like messaging us this morning. She's like, "Is this labor? Like, let me tell you my symptoms and tell me if I should drive an hour and a half this weekend." And we're like, and what else did you say today? She was like, "I'm fine. I just collapse sometime." We're like, "Oh gosh, what?" But yeah, I mean, like, seriously, you just need to talk up this community. I can't imagine my life without coaching. This weekend is going to be super fun. And I'm going to make sure that we're talking about stories and things like that. And that's why Super Saturday is important for you guys to get to. Summit is important because, guys, when I came back from leadership, I had so many people talking to me about coaching. They were coming to me because they saw me going to Vegas. They saw me traveling, and some people come to you just because they like that aspect. So you need to kind of breadcrumb all of these different things to see what some people like the community, some people like traveling, some people like the results that you're getting. So what is happening?
I can't get a selfie without blocking me.
So does anybody have any questions